gentlemen, all protocols duly observed, allow me to bring you the greetings of Gabon through my modest person and my colleagues. I am not going to make any slide, just a very brief overview about my country. But before I start, I would like to thank all the organizers for the consideration given to my country in inviting us here in this very important gathering. And I wish also to congratulate the organizers, because I don't know about the past, but the fact that you have invited one of the diplomatic representatives from Africa here means a lot to us, because as you know, India and Africa are having an extremely strategic relation, diplomatic relation in several areas. So in fact, it is a multifaceted relationship that we're having. So it is also a sentimental relationship that we have with India. You might have noticed the surge of African countries through the presence of many students here, for example, people coming to hospitals here to India rather than going to other areas. So this means a lot. I can give you a whole set of examples. Coming back to my country, before going into the core of the subject, if I may say so, I'll present to you what Gabon, where is Gabon and what it is. Some of you might have seen on some Indian channel an advertorial about Gabon. It is not a game, it is something of great importance to us, because we are trying to cement the relationship between Indian industrialists and the Gabonese Republic. Gabon, for those who are wondering where is this country, is located on the west coast of Central Africa. It is bordered by Cameroon to the north, Equatorial Guinea, the Republic of Congo to the east and the south, and the Atlantic Sea on the west. Gabon has a coastline of 850 kilometers. It is covered by almost 23 million hectares of rainforest, so which perhaps could give you some idea about why there are now a lot of adverts on Indian televisions, because we're trying to attract Indian industrialists to go and invest in the timber industry. One or two small things that I have to add is you will agree with me that any industrialist who wishes to invest, especially overseas, the very first thing that he asks himself is this country stable politically and socially? As far as Gabon is concerned, the answer is yes. Since its independence, my country has always been stable. There has been one or two small disorders caused by some, I don't know how to qualify them, but it hasn't had any impact. Otherwise, from 1960, the year of our independence till now, we are a very stable country socially, and we have a political stability. All our institutions are perfectly working. We are a democracy, a presidential democracy. So the country is a country which is open to the entire world. If you go to Gabon, or for those who have been there already, you might have noticed that the country is home to several immigrants, mostly from the African continent, sub-Saharan African continent, subcontinent, sorry. Whether they are from Togo, Mali, Ghana, Nigeria, name them, you find them in Gabon. So since our independence, we have always been accustomed to welcoming foreign citizens. You will find Americans, you'll find Europeans as a whole. So it is an immigration-friendly country, or migration-friendly country, should I say. With these strong institutions, my country has, as I said, never experienced any armed conflict. And today, we are among the first in sub-Saharan Africa, as far as the figures show within the international community. Now let me talk about the natural resources. Why are Indians, because I will talk about Indian industrialists, why Indian industrialists are so much attracted by Gabon now over the past 10 years. Gabon has huge natural resources. As I said earlier, it is covered by 23 million hectares of tropical rainforest, which is tantamount to 85% of the national territory, which is itself 270,000 square kilometers. Our forest is part of the continuum of the Congo Basin forest, you might have heard, and that is the second green lung of the country, of the world. The second, I insist, second green lung of the world, of the planet, if you want, after the Amazon. That is something very important to underline. Gabon is endowed with its forest, but it is also endowed with a lot of raw materials. I mean, a strong mining potential. We are the world's second largest producer of manganese, with 5.2 million tons a year. We do have, we are an oil producer country. Of course, our oil has slumped down a little bit because of some external causes, but we still have 3.7 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. We have iron ore with an estimated 1 billion tons of untapped iron ore. We have gas in Gabon. We have gold, diamond, phosphate, rare earths, as we call them. So name them, you'll find them in Gabon. Gabon is, as we always say, it is a geological scandal in the country. The country is very well connected. We are connected to the international world through the air, through the sea, and also by road. For those who would like to travel to Gabon, you have several possibilities. You can take Ethiopian Airlines, for example, which is the shortest. You reach Addis Ababa, and from Addis to Libreville, there's a daily flight. We used to have an airline, Gabon Airline, which was one of the best in the African continent, but unfortunately, we were obliged to close this airline. The attraction of my country is based on one specific thing. We have, since 2009, we have been working very hard in order to carry out a lot of critical reforms in the country and to make our country favorable for business, a favorable business environment. In that connection, what we have done is that we have established a one-stop shop for streamlining the business support process. We have restructured the Chambers of Commerce of Gabon, and we have also revised and updated all the sectoral codes, that is hydrocarbon codes, mining codes, agricultural codes, and so on and so forth. So today, I would like to say a word on Gabon Special Economic Zone, which in fact links to the subject of Gabon being the hub of manufacture, the manufacturing industry in the sub-Saharan African area. And our special economic zone is a real experience for us. We started it, and we got the inspiration, by the way, from India. Some of the high officials visited India, especially the state of Gujarat. And it is the state of Gujarat which gave us the impetus to try and create this special economic zone as part of the efforts that we've been making to make Gabon a business-friendly country. So this Gabon special economic zone was made also not only because of the inspiration of India, but also to try to draw the attention of Indian industrialists. You might ask me, why India? You see, for a long time we had some monopolistic partners, and since the arrival of the new president, a U-turn was taken, and then we decided to diversify our economy and hence diversify our partners also. And India being one of the emerging economies, one of the future superpowers of the world, we said we have to lay the emphasis on India. Hence the decision of the government to open an embassy here, a resident embassy here in 2008, April 2008. So just as a sign to show India that we are very much bent on intensifying our relations with the Indian people. So the special economic zone is located approximately 18 kilometers from the capital city. It is an integrated multi-sector industrial park and a public-private partnership with Olam. You might know Olam, which is Singapore-based multinational, and it is a logistic platform with infrastructure facilities of the highest quality, legal status, attractive tax incentives, and easy access to Gabon's natural resources. What is so particular about it is this: the fiscal incentives that we are offering to investors amount to 0% income tax, 0% customs, 0% VATs, and reliable electricity and water subsidized tariff, single window clearance in this special economic zone, and we have inside, as part of this single window clearance, we have put 17 government departments within the, to ensure, all industry-related approvals at one place only. In the single economic zone, if you decide to invest there, you will have a quick and easy paperwork, easy access to loans. We have quite sound banks, and for your information, our currency is pegged to the euro currency. So there won't be any question of devaluation or else. And we put also 12 hectares which are dedicated for the manufacturing of luxuries made in Gabon furniture. Plus the fact that we assure you the supply of quality wood manufactured. So it is a multi-sector area, but you might have noticed that it is mostly, as well as being a multi-sector area, the focus has been made by industrialists, especially Indian industrialists, I will come to that, on the wood industry. Because since 2009, what we have done is that we have adopted a law which makes it obligatory for all industrialists who are interested in the timber industry to transform our timber in the country. And that is one of the reasons also that why we have opened this special economic zone, in order to give those incentives I just mentioned to the industrialists. Exporting logs, as we used to encourage, is now forbidden in the country because there has been a lot of wrongdoings by some partners that I'm not going to name. So that is why it is now mandatory to carry out the processing of the timber, the logs in the country. And we very much encourage the industrialists who are interested to do their work in their business within the special economic zone, because there at least they are exempted from a number of taxes which are sometimes cumbersome. So within the Gabon special economic zones, you might be asking what is the size. It is 1,126 hectares to help you do your business. And the point is that if you do your business in the country, it will allow you to make Gabon a hub and a gateway towards a market of 145 million consumers within the subregion of Central Africa. Gabon, with a number of Central African countries, are linked with an economic community called ECAS. In French it is CAC. ECAS meaning Economic Community of Central African States. And there also, so you can, because we are a small market, so you have the possibility of extending your business as well as using Gabon as a hub towards these countries which have a very important population of consumers. Right. So some notes that I can just to end. We offer you those incentives, but we offer you also customized treatment if by any chance you are interested. India. Today, with the policy that we have offered India, we are very proud to inform you that Gabon is home to around 48 Indian companies which are established in the country. Some are what I call companies at large. That means they come, they go, they come, they go. But we have 40 plus Indian companies which are established, and I believe they are very happy to do their business in the country. If you see on the MEA website, you'll see that there are 145 Indian citizens living in Gabon. This figure is dated from, I don't know, maybe a decade now, so it is outdated. But I am in a position to tell you that there are more than 1,000 Indian citizens living in my country, so which shows how, to what extent these Indian citizens have placed their trust in Gabon. So, if you want to go to Gabon, you don't have to come to take the trouble of coming to the embassy again to apply for a visa. We have been offering, and it's been since the past 2 years, to the Indian citizens the facility of traveling to Gabon and having their visa on arrival. This has been in practice over the past 2 years. So, to cut the long story short now, I don't want to bother you. I am just telling you that if you want to do business in Africa, apart from the traditional countries where you are installed now, and that you know, I know that India is now exploring the Western and the Central African part of Africa. I would very much encourage you to try and do your business in Gabon, which is today the center of interest of several business people from abroad. You will find even Pakistani, sorry to mention, you will find them there. You will find Singaporean, you will find Malaysian, you will find Chinese, of course. Chinese, you will find them. You will find American. So everybody is there. We are a perfectly international, in bracket, country, open to the world, but my job here is to attract as many Indian business people as possible. So I encourage you to go there, and I am here at the embassy with my colleagues to guide you in case of any need on your part. But if you don't need us, it is also a good thing. Just go straight, and you can do your business. We have a structure called ANBI, which will welcome you and will help you in doing your business and giving you all the information that are needed if you want to go to establish yourself in the Gabon Special Economic Zone. So please bear that in mind, and I'm at your disposal, and don't hesitate to come and see me. Thank you.